So recently, a company called Urion Therapeutics came out with a press release claiming they discovered a breakthrough treatment for hair loss and an extremely potent hair growth stimulant named ET-02. They compared ET-02 to minoxidil and found that it outperformed it within 4 months, even though ET-02 was only administered for 1 month. And they also mentioned that ET-02 at a 5% concentration led to a 6-fold increase in non-vellus hair count. However, what they didn't mention was what the original hair count was, so there's no way of determining from this release how potent it was and how many hairs it actually increased. So to figure out how many hairs ET-02 actually grew, I looked at the details of the press release, and it mentions that the minoxidil study they compared it to lasted 4 months in duration. They also mentioned that it was a clinical study, and it also says N equals 180, which for those who don't know represents the number of patients that were measured at this duration. So after looking through quite a few clinical studies on minoxidil, I think I found the one that they were talking about. It's titled A Multi-Center Randomized Placebo-Controlled Double-Blind Clinical Trial of a Novel Formulation of 5% Minoxidil Topical Foam versus Placebo in the Treatment of Androgenetic Alopecia in Men. So this study met the criteria. As you can see on the screen, I found the results at week 16, which is about 4 months into treatment, where there was a 20.9% increase versus 4.7 for the placebo. That's a placebo-adjusted increase of 16.2 for the 180 patients in the minoxidil trial. Now, I know a lot of you are skeptical about statements about new hair loss treatments because we've seen many disappointments in the past, but in my opinion, even this, at the bare minimum, is one of the best results I've ever seen. However, one thing of concern is that in the press release, Urion Therapeutics incorrectly stated that ET-02 has the potential to be significantly more effective than existing treatments since it directly addresses what Urion believes is the fundamental cause of androgenic alopecia. And as we already know, androgenetic alopecia is caused by androgens, specifically DHT, binding to the androgen receptor and causing miniaturization. And as far as we can tell, ET-02 and its hair growth stimulating pathway is completely unrelated to the androgens. So that was a bit of a point of concern, and it showed that they didn't really understand what they were talking about. One of the positive things about ET-02 is that it's a PI1 inhibitor, and PI1 is a protein that plays a role in obesity, tumor formation, cancer, and cell aging. So blocking it could have anti-aging effects even beyond hair growth. So yeah, this is the promise in ET-02, is that its hair growth promoting pathways are completely distinct to existing treatments we have. So it could just be stacked on top of the treatments we already have, like 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, minoxidil, and topical anti-androgens. So yeah, there's great promise in this, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all unfolds. Thank you.